Good morning. This is Staying Alive
with Anita
and Kevin.
Hey, hiya.
Welcome to the show. Today we've got an exciting day.
Very.
We are going to do 3 different types of body fat measurement.
Yeah, and let me tell you this is his idea because I have I really already know what my body fat is. It's body fat, Hey, but it is really a good thing to know this, so I know where I'm going. So it's a little stressful for me.
So we're going to start out here at the house with our Fitbit Aria that is a bioimpedance type body fat measurement along with our weight. We've had it for about a year and I do it almost daily.
Nope.
And then we're going to travel to University of Missouri, KC.
Right. And we're going to do a Bod Pod, which a Bod Pod looks like a great big egg with a window, and you get inside, and great big is not the term for this thing. And so, like, if you have a little bit of claustrophobia, that might be an issue here. They put a thing over your face, so you breathe through that, and they basically suck the air out or, change the pressure inside to tell your body fat and this one is the RMR. So you know what your resting metabolic rate is. Right. And that's probably what I am the most interested in with this test.
Yeah. And then we're going to jump in the car and travel again over to DexaFit for a DEXA scan.
Right. And there we lay on a table and they run over your body and scan your body for fat and also bone density.
Bone density as well, which that's going to be very important for us. We're really excited to get that as well.
At this age, when we're doing some activities that are crazy, Mr. Activity here, it's really important to know that you do have good bone density and to work on it. And I do some body weight training. Well, I guess you do too.
Yeah.
And I also lift weights, and that helps to keep our bone density up. So that's a real important test too.
Yeah, so it's going to be real interesting to see not only the differences between each of the 3 styles of body fat measurement, but the other information we're going to get to, I think is going to be really helpful for us moving forward. It's going to give us a good indication of where we're at now.
Yes.
And things we may or may not need to work on.
Right.
And
and I think he's planning on showing numbers.
Yeah, we're going to post up all our numbers.
No, we're not posting up all our numbers. No, he's not. No, this number thing is him. He's a number guy. I'm an artist. I don't care about the numbers. I can see the numbers. So anyway, maybe in the future I may consider it.
But we'll see the difference between each of the 3 different. We can see a percentage difference and the changes between them. So it's going to be an interesting day.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to start on the scale. We'll jump on the BitFit Aria, and I'll show you that. We'll flip the camera around. We'll show you that measurement. And then we'll jump in the car and we'll take you with us to first stop, Missouri University of KC. So let's go.
Yeah, see you there. Oh, hey, we're back. We went to have the DEXA scan and the Bod Pod done yesterday, and we just wanted to give you some of the results that we have, and they are pretty interesting. It's the numbers to me aren't quite as important, but because of what you're doing and who you are, you prefer numbers in everything. So
well, and two, I'd had comments that you're getting too thin and you need to quit doing what you're doing, and with the extent of the length of some of the events that I do or am planning on doing, I really needed a good baseline, I felt like, to know where I was at so that I could adjust my training and my eating accordingly.
Right.
And I think we got that.
Yeah, that's true. And also, I'm somewhat on a weight loss journey, more than anything, a health journey. And, as I get older, I know my knees and my hips and everything are going to have a harder time carrying around the weight that I'm carrying. And so, you'll just have to follow along and see how this journey goes with both of us. And we will be going back and doing it again just for fun.
Right. And on top of the body fat, that was really only a third of the information that we got.
Right.
On top of the body fat percentage, we also saw our RMR results from the Bod Pod, which is our resting metabolic rate. Right. And then from the DexaFit, we got our bone density, and that was extremely important and very informational.
Right. And the DEXA scan also gave us the visceral fat. So, which is something that's really important in your health.
Yeah, so we not just found the percentage of our body fat, but where it's located in our bodies.
Right,
so both we got printed results from both the Bod Pod and the DexaFit.
Right. And
the DEXA scan we'll talk more about, but there were several pages of that. So the Bod Pod is supposed to be one of the most accurate. It's supposed to be plus or minus 2% accurate.
Right.
You'll see the video of it. We'll start running that. It was a chamber. It's very simple.
Right.
There was no mask.
No, a lot easier than I anticipated. Yes, definitely.
Really, to me, I felt like I was sitting in a VW. It just had a windshield in front of us.
Right.
It was very comfortable. It was low stress.
Right.
Just a little bit of popping in my ears, just a little bit of pressure, but really not no discomfort whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't even think I noticed the pressure change.
Yeah.
So really not. So
there was no anxiety there. It was very quick. It was about a 3-minute test.
Right. They would change the pressure and then open the door, and then change the pressure and then open the door. So I guess it was just trying to make sure that they had the right thing.
Yeah. So on me, it showed me at 18% body fat, which was about 8% higher than what our scale showed. That's a bioimpedance scale.
Right.
A little disappointing, not gonna lie. That number was a little higher than what I thought, but I know now where I'm at. I know my baseline.
Yeah, but in reality, I mean, do you want to drop another 5% or another 10%? I know that's the numbers you were headed for, but
yeah, I feel like, I built up quite a bit as I got older and before I got active or reactive, built up quite a bit around my midsection, and I wanted to strip that off. And I think I see that is where that's located. We've got a pretty good idea now of where that body fat's located on our bodies.
Right.
So yeah, I think I can take that down quite a bit more, maybe not quite as much. I was originally targeting single digits. Maybe I don't get quite that low, but yeah, I think I can take another 5% off.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Well, as I suggested before, I'm not giving you my numbers, but the number I am going to give you is an interesting one that we got from this company, and that was the resting metabolic rate.
Right.
And my resting metabolic rate is what your body burns just living, just being you.
Minimum requirements.
Right. What it takes for you to live every day, no weight gain, no weight loss, and mine was 1480. So I should be taking in about 1480 calories a day just to maintain my weight. And honestly, that's kind of encouraging, because how many times have you ever went on 1,000 calorie diet? I've been doing this for a lot of years, and no wonder my metabolism's so screwed up.
Right. And it also gave us numbers for The RMR, if you were low active, active, very active, or sedimentary, so it gives you a good range there of what you should be eating if you're doing the calorie counting thing.
Right. That is true. And what was your RMR?
My RMR was 1714.
Yeah. And that's so strange to me because you're so much thinner. You would think your resting rate would be less.
Right.
And than mine. And it's not. It's
No.
quite a bit more
Yeah.
because you're a relatively active person.
Right.
So anyway, and so then we went over to the DexaFit company, and they're new, I think, here in town. And it was a very interesting thing. You went in and you laid down on a table, and the bar went over your body very slowly. You just had to lay there really still. They kind of strapped your feet together so you didn't wiggle around, and it just very slowly. It was, if you've ever had an MRI, it was similar to that, just quicker. And it just scanned your body. And we both laid there on the table and had that done.
Yeah, and again, no anxiety, no stress.
No.
It was you. I told him, wake me up when you're done after I watched you go through it, because it was just very peaceful. Shut your eye and just, the low hum of the machine. And,
right. It wasn't loud like an MRI.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No, you could
it was
hear
very
it.
Quiet.
Yeah, you could hear it move each time in segments.
Yeah,
and,
you guys were talking outside the door, and I could hear you talking out there, so it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah,
so.
And again, probably I didn't time that, but it was close to the Bod Pod, probably 3 to 4 minutes on the table.
Right.
Not a long period of time and
No.
painless.
Yeah, pretty much so. And the cool thing about that is they do a scan. It's a picture that shows where your body fat is located. And he's got a really great picture going on there. The green is your total body weight, your mass, and it works out really well. And then as it goes down, it changes what the mass is. Well, at the bottom, the red and the orange is like the heavy body fat area.
Right.
And I look like a pumpkin, so.
Don't look like a pumpkin.
Yeah. So, but it really wasn't a surprise. But I was kind of, So anyway, we're going to work on that. And the next scan I have is going to be better. I just know that.
Yeah.
I just know that. It's a little motivating.
But you not only get to see it visually where the body fat's located through the color codes, but it also gives you a very detailed breakdown of where it's at in your arms and your trunk and your legs, as well as your total percentage, and separates out your visceral fat amount in a pound or in a weight, in a measurement.
And that is the fat that's directly right around your organs. And that's the most dangerous fat, actually, because it puts pressure on your organs. It doesn't let them work like they're supposed to. And let's see, your number was supposed to be under 5% fat there, or 5 pounds. I'm not sure which one or the other. And mine was like 3.5, and I think yours was 1.9. So we are both in good places with that visceral fat. So we're real happy about that, and that's like really an important thing to know.
Right.
So
yeah.
And
then we also got our bone density, and that was awesome.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Getting that and being able to see, what my structure is, knowing some of the events again that I'm doing and the intensity of them. To know that I've got that bone structure at this point in life.
We really can't have you
very
coming home
rewarding.
broke. And we both were lucky. His was a little better than mine, but we were both a 30-year-old bone density.
Yeah.
So I think we've both been active enough and done enough body weight exercises and mass exercises and weightlifting that we have been able to keep our bone density high.
Right. So they give you that. It's kind of interesting the way they gave us that number. So 0 on their scale was average for your age and your gender. Mm-hmm. Anything in a positive was really taking years off your life. So it was saying you was way ahead of the learning curve or way ahead of the curve on that. And then anything negative was kind of a warning there. And I was 2.8 on my T-score and my Z-score.
Right.
And you were 1.9 and 1.7. So both of us were very positive for our age on our bone density.
Yeah,
and,
they were real surprised.
Knowing we can get out and be active and do what we need to do and not have to worry about that. And what we're doing, our lifestyle is healthy.
Yeah.
You know, we've also recently had blood work done that came back very positive for our age. And right now, so after having that done, you know, we've had our blood work done. Neither of us are on any medications. We know what our body fat percentage is, our RMR, our bone density, and where our body fat is located. I think we've got a really good picture of where we're at this stage in our life.
Right. And now the only thing I have to worry about is what he tries to get me into.
Everything.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. Alrighty, great. Well, I hope you've enjoyed all of this. And if you have, just go down there and like our page and click the notifications so you'll know whenever we post a new one. What we're doing here is just enjoying life and hoping to share with everyone some really cool things.
Right. Be sure and follow us. Share us with your friends if we've enjoyed it. Thank you, and we'll be back for more.